back to the channel. Hope everyone had a good Christmas holidays and Happy New Year. And yeah, I took a little break there. Just thought I'd take a little time off, and because just needed the break basically. So yeah, we're back now. This is the guitar lesson for Greta Van Fleet's cover of Adele's Rolling in the Deep. This will be a lesson. I've got a bunch of lessons coming up like within the next week or so. So stay tuned for those. I know I had a lot of requests for lessons on other covers that I've done, so I've got those all in my mind, and I'll be making sure to do those. So today we're covering Greta Van Fleet's cover of Rolling in the Deep. Fairly simple, the chords. The solo is quite complex. Well, not quite complex, but for those of you who only play rhythm, it'll be a little bit more difficult. But we'll deal with that once we get there. So the beginning part, it's fairly easy. It's just it's a power chord. So 2nd fret A string and 4th fret D string. Again, or sorry, I didn't tell you guys. This is in standard tuning, in case anyone was wondering. So power chord, 2nd fret A string, 4th fret D string, and you're palm muting with your right hand. So palm mute right there. And that goes twice around. So this is one time, and then twice. Actually, no, it goes 4 times, sorry. So twice, 2, 3, 4. And then Josh comes in with the vocals, first verse. And at this point, maybe even start off with the B minor chord position to start off with, and not play the upper note or the upper notes. So that might be harder. If you want, stay with the bar or power chord until you have to put the bar down. But once Josh starts singing, there's still that palm muted part, but on top of it, there's a little bit of the chord, the upper parts of the chord. First chord is a B minor, so you're barring at 2nd fret, except for the E string here. You don't bar that string. So bar at 2nd fret, and then 4th fret D string and G string, and 3rd fret B string. So you'll play the whole chord, and then you'll palm mute those A string and D string like you were at the beginning. And then you go to an F sharp minor chord, which is a 2nd fret bar, all strings. And then your third and 4th finger on the 4th fret, and you play that whole chord lightly. And again, you're playing just those bottom or those top 2 or 3 strings, so E, A, D. You're palm muting those and playing those. So it's like a bass line along with chords in this. So you're playing chords with the bass line. So. Play A major. What I like to do is just bar it with my first finger. You can play it with all 3 if you like, but with your first finger you can kind of use the middle of your finger to mute the E string, because you don't want to have the E in there. I don't hear the E in the song, so that was what I saw best to try and keep it out of there. And it also helps you mute the other strings if need be while you're palm muting playing this power chord. So it's just the A major chord, 2nd fret, D string, G string, B string, and then back to F sharp minor, to A, and then back to B minor. So. Twice through. It goes through 2 more times, so same repetition. After you get from the F sharp minor to A, on the last time you go to G. So this is a G major bar chord. It's not like a regular G here. So you're barring your 3rd fret, and it's the same position as an F sharp minor, except moved up. So barred 3rd fret, third and fourth finger on 5th fret of the A string and D string, and your second finger is on the 4th fret. And that works for any major chord on the neck. So that position is the major position when you're starting with the E string. For those of you who didn't know that. So, because that can be really useful information if you can't play a chord in a certain position, if it's in a different position, it's really easy to know those major positions. So, go to G, and then again, you play the chord, and then to A, to F sharp minor, back to G, A, F sharp minor, and here you're going to play an F sharp minor 7. So it's F sharp minor bar on 2nd fret, and then you'll play 4th fret with your 3rd finger on the A string, and then 3rd fret G string with your 2nd finger, and then your pinky is going to reach up to the 5th fret on the B string. That's a bit of a stretch. Some of you may not be able to get that. Just try your best. Positioning, bring your thumb down in the middle of the neck. It'll help you gain more flexibility in your hand. If you're playing with your thumb up here, obviously it's going to be way harder to play stretched out like that. So thumb in the middle of the back of the neck, the F sharp minor chord, and then it goes into the chorus. So it's a B minor chord, bar at 2nd fret, like we were seeing earlier, except this time you're not palm muting, it's just the whole chord. So it's a similar idea to what Jake is doing in Love or Lever, where he takes off his 2nd finger and his pinky. So that B minor chord, take off your 2nd finger and pinky. So down, up, down, up, down. So down, up, down, down, up, up, down. Sorry. Down, up, down, up, 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 down. So I totally said that wrong. Sorry about that, guys. Down, up, down, up, 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 down. And you're keeping that rhythm going in your right hand. It's obviously hard to talk and play at the same time for me. So down, up, down, up, 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 down. And then you're going to go to your A major chord. This time I did use all 3 fingers in a standard A major position because I'm going to be hammering onto the 3rd fret with my pinky on B string, sorry. And then G major chord, you can do it standard position, you can do it bar. So A major, and then back to B minor. And then after 2 times through that, you go back into just the power chords like you were doing in the beginning of the song, like before the vocals came in. So, and then drums come in, and then you go back to your chords. So same as the first verse, except this time you do it 2 times instead of 4 times, 2 times through. And then once you get to that F sharp minor 7 chord, once again that's barred at 2nd fret, and then 4th fret A string, 3rd fret G string, 5th fret B string. It's a big stretch bend. And for those of you who haven't conditioned already, it'll take quite a bit of conditioning for your hand to actually be able to stretch that far. So if you can't get it yet, no worries, just keep working at it. Eventually your hand will be able to stretch that far. So after you get that, you go back to the chorus. chorus is finished, you go to a D major chord. Now it won't sound right on its own, but over top of the recording when you play with it, it fits in perfectly. This one was tricky for even me to figure out because I was hearing different things in the recording because it's two chords on top of each other, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. So it's a D major chord, and then you'll play 2nd fret D string, 1st fret G string. It's like an E major chord, just not the whole thing. So 1st finger 1st fret on the G string, 2nd finger 2nd fret D string, and then you're going to be hammering on and off with your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. So D major, E major, and then so you go through that twice like I just did, and then you go right into the solo. So G string, 9th fret, full bend, and then a pentatonic lick. So 7th fret E string, 10th fret B string, 7th fret B string, and then whole bend release from 9th fret on a G string. So shoot, and then to 7th fret G string. So all together. And then back to 9th fret on the G string, 7th fret G string, 9th fret D string, 7th fret D string, twice on the 9th fret of the D string, and then 7th fret G string, and you can put a little bend on that, and then back to 9th fret of the D string. So the bend here is just for feel, it gives it a little bit of a bluesy feel to it. So all together. And then you'll go 7th fret A string, 9th fret A string, and then you'll alternate back and forth between 7th fret D string and 9th fret A string. D string, A string, D string, A string, D string, and then 9th fret D string. You wait a little bit, and then you'll play 9th fret D string. With your same finger, reach up and get the 9th fret G string, and then back to 9th fret D string, and 7th fret G string. So you do that twice, so all together. Here, after that part, you go to 7th fret E string twice, and then 10th fret B string, and then 7th fret B string, so, and then 10th fret whole bend twice. So, and then here it's a little pull-off lick. So 7th fret to 10th fret to 7th fret on the B string, and then finish on 9th fret G string, and then back to 7th fret B string, and then 7th fret E string, 10th fret B string, 7th fret E string, and then whole bend twice, 10th fret E string, back to 7th fret E string, and then a little bit of a bluesy add-on to this is 10th fret G string, and then 7th fret B string, and then 10th fret B string, and then that pull-off lick again. So 7th fret to 10th fret on the B string, and then finish on 9th fret of the G string. So, and then you get into this little riff between 7th fret G string, 9th fret G string, and 9th fret D string. So that's one, and then 7th fret, 9th fret, 9th fret D string, 7th fret, 9th fret, 9th fret D string. So the third time you go 7th fret, 9th fret, and then you go 7th fret on the D string, 9th fret on the D string, and then 7th fret G string, back to 9th fret D string, 9th fret G string, 9th fret D string, and then 7th fret G string, and then here is very similar to the solo in Love Reliever, so you'll go 9th fret D string and 7th fret G string, and you'll go back and forth between each other, so D string, G string, D string, and then you slide up. Back down, it's just one pick for each, so D string, G string, D string, G string, D string, G string. It's a tongue twister, but you guys get the idea. So and then that repeats, so 1, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th time you slide that same position down. Sorry, I didn't say positions for this. Slide up. So starting on 9th fret, 7th fret, you slide up 2 frets, same position, and then you slide up 1 fret, and then slide your first finger up 1 fret. So your 12th fret and 11th fret, D string, G string. Back down, and then right here, that's 7th fret D string, 6th fret G string. So and then down here you slide that 4th fret and 2nd fret, so 4th fret D string, 2nd fret G string, and then you hold it there a little bit, 2nd fret to 4th fret on a G string, and then you go 7th fret G string, 9th fret, 7th fret, whole bend 9th fret, and then 9th fret on its own, 7th fret, 9th fret D string, and then you do a whole bend 9th fret on the G string, and you put your pinky 10th fret on the B string. And he holds that, that's the end of the solo, and then it goes into and then back into the chorus. So I'll go through that solo slowly. So leading into it. Right up until the end, and then it has a little slowdown. And then it finishes on a B minor chord. And there's a little a lick back and forth hammer on pull off between 2nd fret and 3rd fret of the B string. So you can choose to hold that chord and then play. Or you can not play the chord and just play that. Or you can play the chord and just not play. And that's the end of that song. So hopefully that helped, guys. Leave a comment down in the comment section below regardless. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you have any questions on anything from the song. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe, and stay tuned till the next video. So keep on rocking, guys.